God's peace and joy are yours. It's a pretty excellent frequency to be on. God's peace and joy are mine. Wow, and God's peace and joy are yours and 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 mine. And it's all just this constant giving of joy and peace and a frequency, an energy, a vibration that is so incredibly powerful that it can change the whole scene for you very, very quickly. How much of the day do you usually spend acknowledging God's joy and peace, or God's will for you, perfect happiness, or that you are the light of the world, or that love created you like itself? Well, this is why the Course in Miracles is here to help us to tune into a higher powered frequency and relinquish the enslavement, the commitment to lower frequency entertainment, which oftentimes just hurts. It's not the most pleasant thing, but it doesn't actually exist. What actually exists is at the top. What most people are going through and what we're coming out of right now, at least what I'm coming out of right now, is this illusion. And how do you quickly discover how much happiness, joy, peace, love, acceptance, light you have? You start shining it, you start giving it away. Oh boy. I read this line and I was like, this is very interesting. Um, where is that line in here? Something about I fear forgiveness. Um, so there's a crazy thing that has happened where I have decided that giving uh, giving, I'm losing. And you'll notice this all the time in yourself and in others. I'm not going to forgive them. I'm not going to love them. They did this. They did that. They like blue instead of red, or they like red instead of blue. Politics. That they like to have sex with men, or they like to have sex with women, or they like chocolate, or they like vanilla, or they're brown, or they're yellow, or they're white, or whatever it is. And this is why I have decided that I will not give them love. I will not give them acceptance. I will not give them joy. I will not give them peace. I claim that separation is real. There is not a oneness here. There are many, and we are at war. Oh my gosh. So this is happening all the time. Just watch the news. Go through your social media feed. Hate this, love this, hate this, love this. What we are asked to do is transcend the world and come to a place of no matter what, offering the joy and peace of God or love. Now, that does not mean person's punching you in the face and you say, well, I offer you joy and peace and love. No, we walk away or we knock them out and we still love them. But in the illusion, we don't need to carry anything other than love. But this is not an excuse to go and put yourself in stupid situations. Okay, there's a lot of spiritual naivete that happens. We're not saying hang out with abusive people and just love them, love them, love them. We're saying internally in my energetic relationship with all that is, I am giving and flowing love, peace, joy, light all the time. In that frequency, you'll find that it's actually very unlikely that you end up encountering negative people. I mean, my life, I do not hang out with or see or encounter negative people being negative to me anyway, very often. um, it, it when you shift your frequency, you tend to be in a zone where people on that frequency are showing up. So This is just a chance today to experiment how powerful it is to, no matter what, energetically be giving people joy, love, peace. Whew, and there may be a lot of resistance to it. Well, that person started dating somebody else and they decided not to date me. F them. I'm not going to give them God's joy and peace. They chose to be with the wrong person. That person got the job instead of me. Or that person stole from me. Or that person said something negative about me. How many excuses could I make up and give myself to not recognize how much joy and peace I have to give, how much love I have to give? And a really helpful thing to remember is that I notice how much I have when I give it away, and that feels great. I hope other people experience the benefits of that, but I am first in line. Isn't that crazy? When we're talking about giving spiritually, giving of what we really are, being the generosity and the all-encompassing provision of God, giving only shows us how much we have. So this lesson is a challenge today. It says, take somebody who you are saying, I ain't loving you. No, I'm not giving you love. No, I'm not giving you peace. I'm giving you condemnation, hate, anger, grievance, resentment. We find one of those brothers, sisters, same thing. You pick boy or girl, doesn't matter, man or woman. Somebody who you have not been giving love, joy, peace, and offering it to them. And this is free, but it may not be easy for some of us. I had to spend hours releasing on some people that I had real issues with. They helped me to release a lot of negativity. Of course, the Son of God disguised as this asshole. It's an incredibly rewarding process, my friends, to allow ourselves to release the holdbacks on what we are and what we have and give it, no matter what the appearance is. And again, just because the ego resists this so much, this does not mean you hang out with somebody who's being a bastard. This means that energetically we are releasing the negativity in our field and allowing ourselves to tune into a very powerful frequency. So let's begin. Let's play with this. God's peace and joy are mine. God's peace and joy are mine. God's peace and joy are yours. And I don't see that because I'm being so negative and I'm giving out so much negativity to my brothers. Just don't see it. Because I've been really, really holding back God's peace and joy from others. And so let's just take one person. Maybe it's somebody who who likes the other political party than you. Maybe it's somebody who uh, likes to eat a different way than you. Maybe it's somebody who did something that seemed really mean to you or bad in the past. Kind of wherever you're going to allow yourself to start. And could you say to them internally, don't call them and say this. This is an internal holding them in this energy field of my brother, peace and joy. I offer you that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. And so just notice what that feels like to take this person you've had such resentment with and just say to them in spirit, my brother, peace and joy, I offer you that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. Now, don't be surprised if you're not feeling peace and joy right away. Because the ego is saying, no way, you can't forgive them. You can't allow that. And so if that's called resistance to joy and peace and love, could you allow yourself to just notice any holding back, whatever that feels like? That's because if when you break through this, when you release that energy, you will feel this incredible thing. Those people that I spent the hours releasing on, I hold them in mind and boom, I go into a very, very high frequency right away because they remind me of the joy and peace of God. But until we've released, until we've made a decision to allow ourselves to let go of the resistance to the giving joy and peace and love, it oftentimes does not feel good. And rather than try and change it, edit it, modify it, could you allow up anything in the way of giving joy and peace to your brother today? Just feeling it, just letting that come up. If it's anger, just feeling angry. If it's pride, just feeling prideful. If it's wanting to control or change them, just feeling wanting to control or change them. And could you let that energy stir up and let it go? Would you let it go? And if you're just in that space of just, yeah, joy and peace, giving it to these people, I mean, awesome, awesome. For me, it took quite a while. And there's still people I'm holding back joy and peace from. I still have little resentments and grievances with all kinds of people. They teach me where I'm still holding negativity and claiming joy and peace and love are limited. So, really, these people are here to help teach us. And could you allow yourself to just let go of any more of this resistance to giving them God's peace and joy and discovering that it's also yours? Now, this could be a very, very transformational day for you to just go through today and start to see how much joy and peace you can give. But in particular, if you work with somebody who's extremely difficult. My father did that to me 50 years ago. I'm never going to give him joy and peace. But remember, we get the benefits most of all. And so take that difficult person for you. God's joy and peace are mine. They are infinite. And by giving them, I have them and see how much I have. The more I give it away, the more I allow what I am to flow into the world in truth and light and love. God's peace and joy are mine. And I've been holding it back from my father, my brother, my sister, my coworker, my boss, my client, my whatever, whoever that is, who has been difficult for you to save energetically. We are just talking energetically. Don't call anybody until you're done releasing. Those people that I released on, by the way, I have never spoken to them again, never seen them again. It's not required. I hope they're well, but no matter what, they're a sort. They show me how much love I have now. No interest in talking or speaking to them. So if you're you don't need somebody to have a physical body in front of you to do this exercise, I guess is what I'm saying, and to benefit from this. So could you allow yourself to just take that person, whether they're alive or dead, here or there, and just, brother, sister, same thing. Peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. Oh, brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. And if you just feel that heart opening or that energy, that divine energy field, if you're experiencing that, great. Now, if there's resistance, that's what the Sedona Method's for. That's what letting go is about. Because this stuff, until we release it, until we let it go, it's going to get in the way of this joy and peace that's always there. That is your divine inheritance and is for everyone. So just allowing up any of that resistance, any more anger, hate. It could also be sadness or desire or fear or pride. But just to notice that feeling behind whatever justification you would have to hold back God's joy and peace from this person, and thereby deny it in yourself. And could you start to let go of the justifications for not giving your brother what is his and yours to share energetically? And could you allow yourself to just release, just be with? It's okay to feel that feeling of, but he did that to me. And letting go of the thoughts and experiencing that feeling, that feeling, that feeling, letting it run so it can run out. Just letting any resistance to giving and having that peace of God, that joy of God, any excuses you'd have to deny it from yourself or your brother, and just letting that go and letting that feeling, letting that energy unpack, letting it release. And God's peace and joy are mine, and I offer it to thee. I offer it to my brother, my sister, same thing. I offer you the peace and joy of God that I may have it. And I let go of any denial of our divine inheritance. And just releasing any more of that resistance to this energetic field of divine love, joy, and peace. And this can take a while. I've sat with this for hours with some people. This lesson just makes me want to go like, okay, who else? Who else am I holding back uh, joy and peace from and love from? There's one person that immediately keeps popping to mind. And so that's my helper. That's my helper today. How much can I release? How much can I let go? Am I ready to let go of valuing negativity and that energy field and that experience and giving that and having that, that I may experience the peace and joy of God, that energy field, which I have been denying to myself through being negative and choosing that instead. God's peace and joy are yours, my brother, sister, same thing. God's peace and joy are yours. And we await your being that energy field and letting it flow freely to all. We await our salvation through your forgiveness. Thank you so much for your service, for your love, for God's joy and peace. We appreciate you giving out this incredible, infinite energy that you carry. Have the best day.